Oh, hi. So I'm back in the studio this morning and I'm going to be working on this piece. And I kind of left it a little bit late. I'm half thinking this is going to be part of the Superior Rocks art show that I have coming up, but we'll see. If I don't finish it, then it's not going to be, but it'll still be on the website. Anyway, the show is called Superior Rocks. It is all about Lake Superior and the rock formations around Lake Superior. As you can see, I've got a large portion of this painting featuring the rocks. And it's all based on photos that I've taken and artwork that I've created outdoors at Lake Superior over the last few years. Lake Superior became my muse when I first discovered it back in 2018. I didn't get back to visiting it until the early 2020s, but I'm glad I did because it has inspired this entire body of work, which I don't anticipate will end even after the show ends. It's just, if you've never been to Lake Superior, you may not understand, but it's just an area that seems to call you once you've experienced it. So yeah, if you want to see the work, the opening reception will be April 12th from 12:30 to 2:30 in Dundas, Ontario at the St. James Gallery, which is at St. James Church on Melvin Avenue. Yeah, so there's a little plug. Besides that, I'm also going to be doing some art classes in April, one of which is called Oil and Water, where I will demonstrate the process I use to use both water-based medium, which is what this is, the Derwent inks, and how I layer it with traditional oil paints. So that's going to be fun, and it's a two-part class, obviously, because it's important that your water-based medium dries completely before we layer on the oil bits. Another class I'm going to be doing in April is called it's called Draw a Line, and it's all about line work. And as you can see in this piece, I have line work in here, and the line work has a purpose. It's just not random, at least once you've learned composition and how to lead a viewer's eye into a painting, the line work becomes super important. And I'll be discussing all of that in the class. I mean, I can easily share these things on social media, but my preference is always to do the bulk of the teaching in class, in person. So then when you have questions and you want to try things out, I'm right there for you, with you, helping you out. The internet's great. There's all sorts of things we can do now with teaching online, but in my opinion, nothing replaces the in-person experience. And that goes for a lot of things. I mean, seeing a live concert, to me, is much better than watching something on a video. The third class I'm teaching, which a few people have been asking for, is learning to color mix with oil paints. It's not as straightforward as you may think. Yes, red and yellow make orange, yellow and blue make green. However, if you've ever looked at a tube of oil paint, it's a blue, but within that blue is other colors. And that is why sometimes when you mix your yellow and your blue together, you don't get the green that you expected. So we're going to be talking about that in that class, and we'll be doing a lot of color mixing. So if you're interested, definitely jump onto my website, sign up for the newsletter, because I'll be announcing the classes first in my newsletter to all my newsletter followers, and then later on social media. And I teach here out of my home studio. It's a small space, so class sizes are max 5 to 6 people. And I actually like that because when I have a smaller class, that means you get more attention. And it's much more valuable to you because you leave the class actually learning something, not just being one of a mass of people in a big, huge, open event space. So my goal is always to teach my students skills that they can then take from that class and apply to their artwork, all of their artwork. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can email me, you can text me, you can DM. I'm not very quick at responding to DMs. I try to limit my social media. But other than that, yeah, I hope to see you in the next class. Thanks for watching.